Wait for some people to get in here into the room. Wanted to get going a little early today. Can everybody hear me okay? What's up, buddy? Can you hear me all right? Give me a thumbs up. I think you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Did y'all catch any fish the other day? I seen your post on Facebook about about getting too close fishing to people. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I definitely I've had that happen quite a few times. Hmm. What y'all end up catching? Yeah, I've seen some guides out there. They'll kind of how it run you off of a spot. I guess they think it's their spot, but yeah, I just try to. That's why I fish. Other than the canal, I mean, I fish low falls a good bit. Actually, that's pretty much. If I'm going to Santee, I'm going to low falls. But right now with the canal and stuff being on fire, I'll be down there. I'm going down Wednesday to do some more fishing. But I try to really kind of stay away. And low falls and stump hole, packs, and up there in Sparkleberry, you can get away from everybody. So I try to, be to myself or either go at night. There's a lot of times I know in some of the videos I shot last year where we were catfishing at night. Me and my son were the only, or me, my son, or me and Gary, Mr. Gary that goes with me. We were the only ones at at the landing. So you know, I pick my times where there's not going to be a lot of people there. That way, I don't have to worry about it. Not that I don't mind being around people, but yeah, when you get out there at Low Falls on a Saturday, it can aggravate you pretty bad, especially at Lake Murray as well. Corey, what's up, buddy? I see you give me the thumbs up. I know I got two buffle heads. My dad's got a wood duck. We got to get to y'all. I actually shot the buffalo heads the season before this. Well, season four of this past one, 2 years ago. But they're in great shape. We put them in pantyhose, and Dad shot the wood duck this past year. So definitely got to go see y'all. And y'all want some good taxidermy. Corey and Keith over at Carolina Taxidermy. They do a awesome job. They're about the best I've seen. They do all my birds and they've done all my fish. As you can see in the background here, that's Christian's bass, and that's one of my bass. Then they even did the flathead. So they do amazing work. So if you need anything mounted, be sure to go check out Carolina Taxidermy. Yeah, yeah. Up at Watery, it gets pretty bad. If you're really getting on the crappie up there dragging, you'll have people starting to cut your path off and all kind of stuff. I know I went up there last year with a buddy, and we had already caught like 20, and some dude, I guess, just started cutting our path off the way we were going, so we're having to go around him. But you're gonna have that. Anytime you got a public lake, you're gonna have that. Yeah, I cleaned up. If you follow me on Facebook, which y'all do, I cleaned up the shop today, so I'm gonna try to when I do a live chat, I'm gonna try to do it out in my shop. That way, I have more of my stuff. Anybody wants to ask any questions about rigging and whether it's crappy bass, catfish, brim, or anything with my boat. So I'm gonna try to do the live chats out there. Hopefully, I can have the signal and service to do them out there. But for the first one, I guess this will work. Anybody been out on the lake today? Been at the boat landings? I know one of my buddies was. He said Low Falls was really packed earlier this morning. He couldn't see you 20 feet away from him. Wow. Yeah. Nerve of some people. Nerve of some people there. Mm-mm. Where were y'all at? Ooh, ooh, yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine how packed Stumpo was today. Golly, especially with the shell crackers on. All right, so Lloyd Wilson. Yeah, so catch rates. So I use, let's see here. I got try to figure out the best way to explain it. Um, I believe they can help you and they can kind of hurt you. If that makes any sense. The ones, well, most of the Versa rattles are the same. Where you get them on eBay, Amazon, or you go to some sporting goods store, fishing tackle department, and get them. I noticed at the canal in that last video, that was the first time I'd ever used them in the canal. Um, in the video I did, the two-part canal fishing video, now we drug the flats off the side of the canal, but it's basically the same principle. Your boat's moving, so that rattle is going to spin. I found that they really help in muddy water, especially dragging, just because of that extra vibration and noise. The fish can definitely pick up on it more. But like I've had instances where I've used them sitting, say, in a river in low falls or you know, somewhere in that area, and the rods that didn't have it are the ones that got hit. So, you know, I think it's good to use them, but I wouldn't. I don't know. At the canal, now that I know that in the canal they work really good, I'm going to continue to use them. But if I was to fish a new area and I wasn't dragging, I was parked, I would definitely rig half my rods without them and rig some with them. If that makes any sense. That way, you can see if the ones that don't have them are getting hit and the ones that do have them are getting hit. But as for most of the times when I fish with them in current, they work really good. Um, I haven't caught a single flathead on them yet. That's another weird one. Um, when I've used them at low falls before in the channel, there's some current going through there, and it's enough to turn them and make them, make noise and stuff. But I didn't catch any. I mean, I'll catch blues and channels off of them, but I haven't caught a single flathead off of them. Which I guess is kind of weird, but yeah, I as for fishing at the canal right now, those things definitely help. Definitely help. There was people around me that within 100 yards or so, and we really didn't see a lot of them reeling fish in, and it just seemed like every 5 minutes we were getting a fish. But they're good to have. It's kind of it's one of the things you good to have. That way you can use them. You'd rather have them than not have them. I get mine off eBay. I think I pay, I think it's $15 for 25 or 50 of them. Now I've got some rattles that I haven't tried yet. I'm gonna use them at night. They glow in the dark, so that's gonna be interesting. I haven't stuck a light to them to see how long they stay lit, but I'm gonna do that here probably this week and see if they you know stay glowing for a while. Awesome, awesome, yeah, yeah. Um, like I said, they're a good thing to have, and I definitely appreciate the support. But the glow in the dark ones, that's gonna be pretty interesting because at night I don't know how they're gonna work. I don't know if they're gonna scare fish just for 'em glowing underneath the water, or if it's gonna turn the fish on. Who knows? They also make some chrome ones. I'm probably gonna pick those up as well, just for dragging that shallow water in the daytime. Especially if it's sunny, just for extra flash. So, but yeah, I'll the next night video, when I start doing night videos and stuff, I'm gonna put the glow ones on. I'll put glow ones on some of my rods and just leave the rest, and we'll see which ones get hit. Who knows? That might be a new thing, having glow rattles on your line. But another thing about dragging, so those a lot of those night videos, that water gets really really shallow. Oh, uh-oh. Sorry to cut myself off. Sean just put one in the boat with a Versa rattle, 20 plus pounds. I just got off the phone with him not too long ago. And he was set up, got a brand new boat. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome. Somebody's gonna be eating good. But another thing that I've noticed about those rattles, so when I drag at night, what we'll do is we'll slide that cork down to within like 5 inches of the hook in the rattle. And so it basically is on top of the water. Now you think a 5 pound bass hitting a frog makes a bunch of noise. Or like a 30 or 40 pound catfish hitting a piece of cut brim or something. I mean, it's insane how loud it is. Somebody at the door over here. Somebody's got the wrong house. This would happen while we're on live TV. Oh, it's the pizza man wanting to give us pizza run or live. Nice, nice. Oh well. But yeah, yeah, those darn you want something fun, drag shallow water like 3 foot or less, 4 foot or less, and put that that cork down towards the hook, man. You talking about fun. They will hit it. They will knock the fire out of it. Oh, no problem, man. Thanks for the support. Hopefully that won't be the only one. How should did he hit near the trees? I know we were talking a little while ago. Did he hit near the trees? Yeah, definitely let me know how you do with the variety. They might prefer colors. Who knows? I use orange ones. The ones I use are orange, so I'm not a Clemson fan, but I seem to like the orange ones. I'm interested in the chrome ones, so that's one thing that I think would be interesting, especially if you get a sunny day. Oh, all right. I think it was what, like 5 foot, 4 foot right there. Big blue or flathead? Hmm, green Versarattle, nice. Good to see that the rattles are working. A lot of catfish people use them. I mean, a lot of people use them. Nice. Big blue. Good, good. He's gonna taste good in some grease, right? 2.5 foot. Yep, shallow. They're moving in shallow waters tonight. Nice. Hopefully, you can get you a couple more out there. What color would that be? Lloyd, just that's crazy. I know I use green ones. What's up, Palmetto Cats? How you doing, buddy? We're having a Versarattle conversation and about different colors with catfishing. Pink, yeah. No. Wait a minute. I've caught some big catfish on pink corks. Maybe we need to get some pink Versarattles. I think they make them. I think the guy I get mine from, or the supplier off eBay, has the pink Versarattles. Hmm. Green, yellow, and orange. Hardly got this. Where were you fishing out of on the lower lake? Um, so Palmetto Cats, a Versarattle, um, is basically. It looks like I don't have any with me, but if you go back to some of my videos, I guess once this is over, I'm trying to do this for an hour. We'll probably go till 9 o'clock if that's fine with everybody. But yeah, it's basically a rattle that it has two chambers on either side and a hole through the middle, and it's yeah, yeah, it's a rattle above the hook, a rattle above the hook. That's exactly right. Yep, exactly. Rattle above the hook. I think you put yours between the cork and your swivel, right? I think I seen a video and it was between the cork and the swivel. Yeah, I I think they're sold as Versarattles, but like I said, I get mine off eBay, and they're just called inline rattles. I think that's what they're called. Have the got the fish hitting the cork over there. Oh, if you want, when this thing's over with, uh, shoot me a message, I guess, on Facebook, and I'll send you the link. Or anybody that's on here right now, that's you know, if you have them, that's great. But if you're interested in them, shoot me a message on Facebook when we get this done, and I'll send you the link to where I get them. Oh, never mind. You don't need any. 100 of them? Yeah, you don't need any. Never mind. I didn't know they gave you that many. Shoot, maybe you can give them to us. We'll take them. We'll take them off your hands. I was telling everybody I got some green glow in the dark ones. Now we'll see how those work. My luck, some big old 100-pound blue's gonna grab them and decide to take everything with them. Yeah, yeah, plenty to share. Any more bites, Sean? Sean's out there fishing right now, so we've got a live reporter on the scene out there at Santee telling us about the conditions. Sure, it was. Yeah, from what I heard, it was really bad. I know Chris, a buddy of mine, he's on some of the Santee forums. He said it was really windy. And pictures he sent this morning, or I guess around lunchtime, it was white capping down there at Low Falls, across the flats where I fish. Yeah, I spoke to Sean earlier. Everybody, like I said, he said the wind was laying down, and he's right off the big water right now, fishing a group of trees and some shallower water. So sounds like the catfish are moving in. The wind has been bad, and they're calling for more storms tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon. I didn't realize we had 20 tornadoes. I don't know if everybody's from South Carolina is in the chat room right now, but but we had 20 tornadoes that hit, and I hunt the 10 acres I hunt in Barnwell's not far from that big tornado that went through. I called my cousin whose property I hunt on, and she said everything was fine down that way. But I just hope tomorrow's weather's not bad like it was the other day. That was horrible. Yeah, Lloyd, I didn't plan on fishing today either. I really wanted to get the shop cleaned up. I honestly have too many fishing rods, so I had to get them organized. But I might go in the morning. If I do, I'm gonna go crappie fishing up at Lake Watery. But I'm about 50-50 on it. I know I'm going Wednesday. I'll be back down at the canal Wednesday. I met a y'all to hit up to the Virgin Canal, man. Canal Lakes is on fire right now. It really is. Well, anywhere in the canal. Was anybody hit by that weather? The bad weather the other? Anybody get any damage? I have to work Monday and Tuesday, but I'll be down there Wednesday. Lloyd, if you see me at Canal Lakes, holler at me, man. I think we'll get down there probably around 8:30 or so. Hmm, that's devastating. I mean, 20 tornadoes. That's crazy. I remember my high school got hit when I was in ninth grade. That was enough for me. But yeah, it's that time of the year. You really have to keep your eye to the sky, especially fishing. Lloyd, where do you normally put in at down there? Okay. Yeah, if you see me down there, let me know. Definitely. Give me a shout out. Holler at me, and we'll see if we can't catch some fish. What's up, Greg? How you doing this evening? We're talking. Got some catfish talking going on. If anybody watches my video, Greg's in the chat room. He's one of the fellas that fishes with me on some of those Lake Murray. And well, he's been on the Santee Bass videos, and really good fisherman, really good friend of mine. Um, really good finesse fisherman. We've definitely had some good fishing times together. Did you catch any, Lloyd, Tuesday or Thursday at the canal? I know, Greg. Greg, we need to hit up Watery. Definitely do another night video. I know we went up. Me and Greg went up there a couple of years ago. Destroyed the stripers around the dock. I think we ended up with 16 that night. It was crazy, and I mean they were good sized fish, between 3 to 7 pounds. So I'll be down there Wednesday morning. I know me and Christian and my dad will be down there. So definitely have to hook up if you're down there. Sean done caught another one. Man, did you keep the blue, Sean? I'd keep that channel. That's good eating. Jeez, Lloyd. Big fish was 48. Started at 7, left at 12. Nice, nice. Was it a flathead or a big blue? That's not that bad of a drive, Palmetto Cats. It's an hour and 15 minutes. I live in Columbia. See, we can do a like a tandem video. Yeah, y'all be sure to go to Palmetto Cats and subscribe to his channel. He's gonna be doing a live in the kitchen cooking video on some catfish. I thought of a good one, man. I really thought of a good one the other day. So Chick-fil-A's secret weapons like pickle juice. That's what they soak their chicken in. So I thought about soaking some catfish in pickle juice, and then cutting into nugget size and or having it cut into nugget size and trying that. Y'all are gonna be eating good, Sean. All blues, yeah. We had 2 channels the other day. The rest, then we had 18 and 2 channels, and the rest were blues. Come on, Medicats. You know you love Chick-fil-A. What we gonna have Chick-fil-A catfish. Chick-fil-A catfish nuggets. Greg, 60 catfish and brim at the canal on Thursday. That's what I'm talking about. Where'd they put in at, buddy? And yeah, we need to get on another watery trip. Oh, okay. So you don't like pickles. Never mind. Never mind. Well, fried catfish is good enough as it is. So Greg, it sounds like your uncle, they gonna be eating pretty good for a while there, buddy. How long are you gonna do your live video? Are you gonna do it like through the whole cooking process and stuff? Fishing the flats. Nice. Nice. Were they parked or dragging or what were they fishing with? Nice. I look forward to watching it. Yeah, y'all be sure to go to Palmetto Cat's page and subscribe to his YouTube and and definitely definitely enjoy watching the live videos. I keep telling Greg he needs to get a camera. Greg does a lot of creek fishing, and they go down there and catch those red breasts and stuff like that, and bass and all kind of stuff in the creeks. He did. Y'all need to tell Greg on here to get a camera so he can get his own channel started. Red worms, nice. Surprised they didn't catch. Did they catch any shell cracker? That's no problem, Palmetto Cats, man. We're all in this together, buddy. It's all about supporting each other and learning from each other and making sure that we can help each other out as much as possible. So YouTube's a really good tool to help people out with. Not only that, but make friends um, and learn. Learn yourself. So nice. See, you need to go back down there, Greg. You need to go down there and go down the canal and get. You got a boat and go catch you some fish, buddy. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. We had talked about that. Me and Greg worked together, so we had talked about that the other day at work. But I'm telling you, he can do some creek fishing, real finesse fishing. Does a lot of smallmouth fishing. So sorry, the allergies have been killing me. But there you go, Greg. Just use your phone. But no, Greg does a lot of finesse fishing in those creeks for smallmouth and stuff. And I think it'd be a really good channel. Um, I know he fishes Broad River for smallmouth as well. He's caught some really nice fishes that I've never caught a smallmouth. He keeps trying to get me to go, but I don't know. Santee keeps pulling me back in. What's the channel blue and flathead? The trifecta. I saw the video. I think that was with your dad. Y'all caught some nice fish. That's for sure. No, that's good eating. A lot of people you can debate the CPR, have the CPR debate all till you blue in the face, but I believe it's angler's preference. I mean, I like to see the big fish go back, and I myself let the big fish go back. But you know, you don't know what people's circumstances are. You can go in these groups and see people, just land blasting somebody for keeping a 20-pound catfish or a bass or something like that. We don't know what people's situations are. We don't know if that's the only thing they have to eat. And I try not to keep anything over 10 pounds or 15 pounds. And that's fish preference. If something's wrong with it, or if it just doesn't look like it's going to make it, I'll throw it in the cooler. But yeah, when I go Wednesday, I've got some people up here that need some fish, as y'all all know what we have going on. But anything 10 and under is going in the cooler. But any nice fish, I try to let go, unless it's something. Now my personal best flathead didn't make it. Uh, it was 63 pounds, and just after that fight, I ended up having to keep it. I tried to revive it. I pulled over, called it at night in the evening, and so I pulled over to the bank and tried to revive it, but it just wasn't going to make it. So that's a situation there. Oh yeah, yeah. There's 40s and 50s. Yeah, 40 on up. Yeah, you definitely need to let that fish go. But like I said, you know, something's wrong with it and it's just not going to swim off. Then definitely try to use every aspect of it as you can. That's a lot of meat on that fish as well. Now that I'm gonna angle up here. I think that was a 30-pound flathead, but that's a reproduction mount. That fish actually just actually caught that in a believe it or not, I think it was a hurricane that was hitting the coast on a Sunday. I was told not to go fishing, and I did anyways. My mom and I was still living at home. Took the boat out while they were at church. Only caught up 3 brim. The first brim I threw off, like throwing it out there, fishing live brim with corks out there in the swamp. The wind was just crazy, so I had to go in the trees. First brim I flung off. The second brim I ended up catching a 55-pound blue. Let it go. The third brim, I caught that flathead and got my brim back and threw it back out there and caught another one about 20 pounds as well. All 3 brim. But that's a reproduction mount that Carolina Taxidermy did. They did a great job on it. That thing's old. I think that mount's probably I was right out of high school, I want to say. But yeah, yeah, if I'm at a cat's, if it's gonna die, you might as well eat it. That's true. And I mean, a 63-pound flathead's huge, and I have felt so bad for keeping it. But the fish, I stayed there for probably 30 minutes trying to get that fish to just move, and it was just so wore out. He hit and went down in his hole, and I just kept pulling and pulling, pulling. He finally came back out, and he was just wore out. There was nothing I could do to it. You live in Palmetto Cats. I think you live in Mott's Corner, right? You said. They said you're a school teacher, right? Nice. 50-piece kids fishing kit for me to give away tomorrow. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, my giveaway, I think I'm less than 50 subscribers away from my giveaway. So the way that's gonna work is when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm giving away an Abu Garcia catfish combo. I'm gonna set everything up. Line, I'll do a Santee rig, everything. The winner can choose between that or a lose baitcaster. I'm not gonna cheap out. I mean, it's gonna be a nice. Of course, it's got to be OneOver Outdoors green. But but yeah, so whoever subscribed, I mean, is going to be entered in it. So hopefully somebody will get it and enjoy it. But I haven't decided. I think I'm gonna let the winner decide whether they want braid or big game because I use 40-pound Berkeley big game, and I use Reaction Tackle braid. If you haven't checked Reaction Tackle out, they're a small company in Wisconsin, and they make probably the best braid I've ever used, and it's reasonably priced. I got 1,500 yards for $40. I think it was 45 bucks. But yeah, I have 65-pound braid. I use it on some of my rod and reels. When dragging, the rods that I throw out the furthest, that's what I normally use braid on, just because it's so much line. But the rods I use closer to the boat, I use big game on. But that's cool. It's always cool to give back to everybody. Rods and reels I prefer. Um, right now I have a Boo Garcia 6500 C3s. I use a Shimano Calcutta. But prefer wise, it's all about. I think it's really about what you can afford. There's a lot of reels out there now that will perform just as good as your Boos. I mean, Cast King's got the Rover reel. Pisca Fun's about to come out with a reel, I guess, to rival it. You can, I mean, heck, I've caught big flatheads on Shakespeare Tidewaters. Rods. So rod wise, my two PBs, my blue 70, I had a 76-pound blue and that 63-pound flathead were caught on $21 Berkeley big game rods. And there's Catch the Fever, all these other rods are expensive, but I mean for 20 bucks, I mean, yeah, you might get a lemon, but I mean, I haven't broke one. I've never broke one. I know my buddy Chris has. He broke one on a snag. So I think I mean, for 20 bucks, that rod's a great rod. I use two of them still. I have two for my one for my Boo, my Shimano Calcutta. The rest of them are. I just replaced my ugly sticks. I had some older medium heavy action ugly sticks. I just replaced them because the real seats were getting wore out. Um, I replaced those with the ugly stick catfish rods, and for 37 bucks, it's a great rod. I mean, it really is. Got them off Amazon. Some of them are two-piece. Pin 310s are good. Pin 310s. I'll tell you a funny story about pin. So I'm actually going to do a video this year on how I grew up catfishing. And it's nothing. I didn't grow up dragging or none of that stuff. We would put like basically those huge like shark surf rods. We put weed eater cord size monofilament on them and use these huge corks. I mean, these absolutely huge corks. They used to sell them. I forgot what they were used for, but there was a store in Aiken that was the only place you could find them. I'm thinking you probably go down to the coast and get them, and I'll do a video on them on different rigs. But we would take those things and we would hook big pound and a half shell cracker, pound brim and pound and a half shell crackers live, and we fish grass beds. But this particular trip, so I grew up fishing a lot of live big brim around grass beds and stumps, and that's why we use that thick 50 and 80-pound line because you had to haul those big catfish around stumps. But so Pin 330 GTI. I broke down and bought one of them. That is the only reel I've ever seen a catfish smoke. I mean, it completely stripped it. I had like a pound and a half shell cracker on there. We were sitting out there, me and a buddy named Leon, and this fish hit. It was a wall of water behind it. I couldn't stop it. It completely stripped that reel out to where it was nothing. And water's 4 foot deep, so those fish can't go down anywhere. They can't dive down like your deeper water, so they can only go straight out or straight to you. And I didn't stop the fish. The reel obviously didn't stop the fish, but no, pin that 310 is a good reel as well. Those Boos are really good reels as well. I'm impressed with them. The ones I have were actually a hand me down. Um, they were given to me. My dad's girlfriend had passed. Her brother passed away, and he had them, and they were given to me by him. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg on catfish rods. Um, I my spinning rods for catfish, I have a big ugly stick, and the rest are Berkeley big game rods. So like I said, $20, I can replace that rod. I've got rods that I've bought that are really expensive that have broke over my cheaper rods. So, it's anything anytime you get a human, making something, there's always gonna be a margin for error. So it doesn't matter if you get a $200 rod or a $20 rod. It's all according who made it. I've seen St. Croix rods break just like nothing. So, but yeah, Daiwa makes some good stuff. Daiwa makes some good stuff as well. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about buying, aside from a subscriber giveaway. I was thinking about buying a Cast King, probably a Rover 50 or a 70, and putting it on a Berkeley big game rod, using it for a video, and giving it away at the end of the video. Just having it set up, giving it away to somebody, just a subscriber or something like that. Have a subscriber drawing, and just giving that away. But if I was to go, yeah, ugly sticks, pin spinning, and make some really good spinning reels. Um, I have the spinning reels. I have a Daiwa TX. I can't remember what it is, but then I have a Shimano Bait Runner 4500 and like three pinnacles. Did just put what were you getting done? Drag washers or oh yeah, okay. The two antiques I saw in your video. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, they'll last you forever. Just keep you just got to get them worked on and maintained. Yep, Tidewater, Shakespeare Tidewater. That that is a good reel. That is a really good reel. P line makes some good line. I ran P line for years on my bass rods. Um, it was the greenish color. Now I'm running. I think I run big game on it, 17 pounds. But no, 20-pound line's really, really not a bad line for catfish. If you're not fishing around a lot of cover like the canal, I mean, yeah, yeah, 20-pound line. I mean, that's you don't really need anything over that. Two reels, two rods, and tackle box, $25. I guess we all need to go yard sale shopping with Palmetto Cats, or just tell him what we're looking for. Any more bites out there, Sean? You still out there? Palmetto Cats, we have a live reporter on scene. It's Sean Harrell's out there right now as we speak. Sean got a new boat, man. A really nice boat. He got the 19-foot War Eagle Black Hawk. Black Hawk. That is a nice boat with the sim. We were on the phone earlier, and he got a new Simrad on there. He's done put 120 pounds in the boat. Palmetto Cats. They're gonna be eating good. But yeah, when I go Wednesday, I got fish people up here that need some fish. So I'll probably anything 10 pounds or under is going in the cooler to clean. Was it the was it that giveaway item that you're gonna give away tomorrow? That fishing set? Oh, okay, okay. What did you, unbox today? Bubba knives. What? I had to buy mine. No, those are great knives. I'd heard so much about them, and, I broke down and bought the 9-inch. That's the one that I used on the catfish cleaning video I did. That was actually the first time using it. I'm pretty impressed with it. They are sharp. I mean, I have had Greg, Greg's probably still on here watching. He'll tell you how sharp they are. I think he cut himself with one, but they are very sharp knives. Jeez. I think Palmetto Cats needs to donate the, cordless electronic fillet knife, to one of us and our catfish calls, or fishing calls in general. How much did you end up paying for it? I might have to hit up Anglers. 99? That's pretty cheap there. Mm, decisions. Mm, that's really cheap. Mm, 79. Do they have an online store? Man, might have to make a trip to Angler Sporting Goods. Oh yeah, stimulus money definitely needs to be used for fishing and hunting, hunting stuff. Anybody started getting their hunting properties together? Crazy to think it's what, almost into April. So before you know it, it'll be deer season. That's another crazy thing. I want to do a video on it this year. A lot of people think that when it gets cold, the catfish head deep, but I do a lot of duck hunting. And I can't tell you how many times I've been in water 3 foot, 2 foot, and there's giant catfish swimming around me. And I mean, they basically stay where they are. I know one particular trip, I think the high was 39 degrees, and I took my uncle out there and we caught 340s in about 2.5 hours. Now they don't fight, like they do in the summertime, but they uh they definitely pretty much stay where they are. And our winters really haven't been that brutal other than a couple years ago. Speaking of brim, I got some popper flies in today. I think I got 25 in. Don't need that many, but they were on sale on Amazon. But I'm gonna be doing a brim video uh probably the week after next, ultralight, where I used to do a lot of popper flies around the cypress trees and wear the brim out. So I got an ultralight and I think it's like 6 foot long, 5 foot long, but I use 10-pound braid and about an 8 foot mono, use 8 pound leader. Uh, but just go around cypress trees and I mean you can really catch a lot of brim doing that. Reason why I use 10-pound braid is because of the the cover. You definitely don't want to use like 4 pound because a lot of times you end up catching bass and it'll break off. But thing about mono is it's a neutral line. You know, it's not like fluorocarbon; it doesn't sink. So you know, it's wherever it stays, wherever it lays is where it stays. So that's why I fish for a lot of mono. I don't ever use fluorocarbon. I've lost a lot of fish off fluorocarbon, and I know a lot of people that catch a lot of fish on fluorocarbon. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that ultralight popper fly video. You really catch a lot of big brim, crappie, bass, but it works really good around the cypress trees. That's another thing I've noticed about, you definitely have to have variety. So, let's be swapping it up. I love catfishing, bass, crappie, brim. So, you know, that way you don't get stuck on doing just catfish videos. You can do brim, bass, stripers. Oh, I know Greg loves his fluorocarbon. And he knows I don't like fluorocarbon. Now, I've used fluorocoated monofilament. It worked pretty good, but I think I call it fluorocoat. I just, it's not for me. I've lost a lot of big fish on it. And for leader material, my catfish rigs, I just use that 50-pound Zebco. Yep, I use the Albright knot going from braid to monofilament. But no, for the leader material on the catfish rigs, I use that 50-pound Zebco mono. That stuff is strong as anything. That's like $2.50 at Walmart. No, no, I do not. I actually, the reason why I don't, are you talking about like for your weights for dragging? I assume you're pretty talking about those quick clips. What are quick clips? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, sinkers. Well, some people call them quick clips because they make some now where you can detach them off your line real quick. I basically on my CNT rigs, I basically use a really large barrel swivel with it has a clip off of it. Oh, not yeah. Now I know you're talking about. I use quick clips on my bass stuff, but the smaller ones that are, probably about like that. I don't use them. I don't have anything against them. I just haven't used them. But I use a big barrel swivel and it has a big snap swivel on it. And then I just use a Palomar knot, probably about 2.5, 3 foot of leader material, and going down to a snell knot. But I can see, yeah, I can see where that's helpful. Might have to look into that. I've seen people use those chains too. Those chains on their safety rigs. I haven't used anything like that. I don't. I refuse to use demon dragons. I mean, they don't. They're expensive for one, and they just don't hold the weight that those 3-inch crappy floats, do. What pound leader line are you using? I've never had one break at the leader. Let break my leader line. They've already always broke off at the swivel, the knot that I tie on the swivel. And a lot of times it's because I didn't. Oh, okay, 50. A lot of times it's because I didn't moisten it when I was tightening it down. Just that extra heat weakened it. Well, the way I rig mine on the snap swivels is you got the two eyes like that on your barrel swivel. So main line to one side, leader to the other side, and then your on your snap, my weight goes down to it. So it's not actually tied to the snap. It's on the barrel swivel. And I don't use sinker slides simply because I don't know if I'm gonna be parked or not. You know. Yeah, that is a good reason to use them. Get the weight back. I went away from using those slinky weights this year. I'm pretty impressed with them. I use the pencil weights, 3-ounce pencil weights. They work good. There's a guy off eBay that makes them. I get 20 for like $8. I ain't got to make nothing. We're gonna close this thing out here in about 10 minutes. Yep, I'm 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 with you there, Lloyd. The pencil weights are good. Now I will, depending on how they pull the current Wednesday, I'll probably use a bank sinker because they were starting to walk down on me in that video I shot the other day. But the pencil weights are great. Really, really good weight. And going back to those rattles, one thing I found, I'm not gonna say they don't work with anything other than a snell knot, but with your Palomar knot, your cinch knot, or whatever knot you tie, you're gonna have your tag in. And you don't want to have. And I've found that with the tag in, that it stops it. It does like that. It'll stop it from spinning. And the whole point is you want it spinning in that current when you're dragging or whatever. So, and I don't want to cut my tag in so close to where it has the slightest pull is gonna undo my whole knot. So that's why I snell hook or snell on my hooks for catfish. Plus, it's about the most straight through way of a hookup as well. Hey, Palmetto Cats, it was good chatting with you as well, buddy. Hopefully, we'll see you down there Wednesday. Holler at me if you see me. Appreciate it. Damn, you're crazy. Yeah, I think we're gonna close out in about 5 minutes. We're already over an hour and five here. We'll go to an hour 10. Damn. I hope I don't hear that bird. Yeah, I like the snail knot. That's about I think that's about one of the best knots to use when catfishing. So many times, a lot of fish break off at the knot. So yeah, about 3 minutes. Well, 2 minutes. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the live chat. I think we talked about some good topics tonight. I'm gonna try to do one a month. Not gonna bombard y'all with live chats and wasting everybody's time. But next time I'm gonna try to do one in my shop. That way, I have all my gear and stuff right there. Well, I appreciate that, Sean. I appreciate all the love and support that everybody showed me on the channel. Hopefully, we can build it, work off each other, learn from each other. What this whole thing's about. Um, I'm glad you caught some fish tonight. Definitely broke the boat in good. But yeah, I mean, I can't thank everybody enough for all the support for the channel. So hopefully we can keep this thing going. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it. I know it's probably a little bit behind, but I don't see anything else coming through right now. If there is, I'm sorry, but once again, thanks for all the support for the channel. It's been overwhelming, and like I said, hopefully we can learn from each other. If y'all see me out on the lake, let me know and holler at me. But hit me up on Facebook if you want, on YouTube, and hopefully I can bring y'all some more videos. But thanks for watching, everybody.